Hey guys, there's gonna be a different style of video today. It's going to be like what I want type of video. So if you read the title or see the thumbnail or something, I don't know, something like that, um, you'll know that this video will be what I want the next largest Lego set to be, or in the future of what I want the largest Lego set to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into three parts. I'm going to explain the history of the largest Lego sets. I'm going to explain what the set is and why I want the set. I'm looking at the script like right off camera if you can't see it. And then the third part is going to be miscellaneous. Like I think it's going to be details. Yeah, details. Yeah, detail. Yep. All right. So yeah. Also at the end is gonna be like a couple extra things like, oh, if it were ever to come out, what would the promos be? So yeah, this is going to be the first part of this video. So yeah, so this is the history of the largest Lego sets ever. So the first set ever. Shout out to Brickset because I got most of this, if not all of this, off of Brickset. So yeah, so the first set that I could find that has over 1,000 pieces would be set 6542, Launch and Load Seaport, released in 1991, with 1,080 pieces, 7 minifigs. I just couldn't find the price. Excuse me. I just couldn't find the price of the set. So yeah, I'm gonna try and edit pictures for all these sets. That's why this video is taking like 10 years to make, because I'm trying to figure out how to edit. So yeah, the first real big set, but what I think is the big set would be set 10143 UCS Death Star 2, released September 1st, or no, excuse me, released in 2005. It has 3,447 pieces, no minifigs, and costs $270. Or $300, whatever the price was. So just like between those two. That used to be a huge set. So yeah, I'm probably gonna eventually get that set unless they re-release one. So yeah, we'll come back to the Death Star 2 in a little while. Don't worry, that'll play a factor. Next is set set 10179 UCS Millennium Falcon, released in 2007. With 5,197 pieces. Excuse me, I had to clean off my glasses. 5 figures and for $500. That was like that was the biggest set at one point in time, like genuinely the largest set ever. Until another set, or all right, I forgot to mention at the beginning. This is released for piece count, not time. So this is just time based. The next set, let me just scroll down here. Would be set 71741, Ninjago City Gardens, released in 2021 with 5,685 pieces, 19 figures, and for $350. I'm not really into Ninjago, but I thought that was actually a really nice looking set. Next one is set 10256, Taj Mahal. Released back in 2011 with 5,923 pieces, no figures, and cost $370 or $400. So yeah, I wish I got that set, but I think it retired like 2 years ago. I don't know, but yeah, that's a thing. Next up is set 71043, Hogwarts Castle, released in 2018 with 6,020 pieces, 4 figures, and a retail price of $470 or $500. So yeah, a lot of these prices I either got from Brickset or Lego.com. I don't remember, so I'm gonna round some things up just in case. Let's go down. Oh, it's time for my favorite set of all time. Set 75313 UCS AT-AT, released in 2021 with 6,785 pieces, 9 figures, and released when it released in 2021 for $800. Now it's $850. So yeah, that is my favorite set of all time. Just to clarify. So yeah. Next up is set 75121. Excuse me. Set 75192 UCS Millennium Falcon 2017 with 7,501 pieces, 7 figures, and $800 when it released, and now it's $850. I'm definitely skipping over some sets because if I included every set here, it would take a long time, and I just want to get straight to the point. There's just like a little filler section or something like that. So yeah. Next is set 10276 Roman Coliseum, released in 2020 with 9,036 pieces, no figures, and has a retail price of $550. I don't know if it's increased to $580. I don't know, so I'm just gonna leave it at $550. Next up is set 10294, the Titanic, released in 2021 with 9,090 pieces. Again, no figures, and a retail price of $680. I think it was $660 at one point in time, but now it's $680. And then we have set 10307, the Eiffel Tower, released 2022 this Black Friday with 10,001 pieces, no minifigs, and a price of $630. And yes, I am not including the world map because I don't really count that as the largest Lego set, but I am going to include it a little bit. I'm just gonna say the world map had like over 11,000 pieces, but my true largest Lego set would be the Eiffel Tower. That thing is a monument, literally. All right, so I'll cut the recording here, and I'll cut it. Yeah, I'm so cringy. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the recording, and then I'll turn it back on once part 2 is ready. See you guys. And I'm back. So now it's time to know, what do I want the largest Lego set to be? What is it? There's so many things out there. Do I want it to be let's name some areas off. The Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, the Burj Khalifa, the CN Tower, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Chrysler Building, the World Trade Center. There's so many things that could be the largest Lego set ever. Do I want Notre Dame to be the largest Lego set ever? Well, it's time I reveal it. What I want the next largest set to be, or well, in the future, or it could be the next, whatever. Let me get to the point. What I want the next largest Lego set to be is Ton 618. Now, a lot of you be wondering, well, what is Ton 618? I've never heard of this before. If you're a crazy space geek like myself, you might know what Ton 618 is, but if you don't, Ton 618 is the largest known black hole in the universe. It is unbelievably large, and I think it could make sense to be the largest Lego set ever because it's the largest single body ever. A lot of the stuff I learned about black holes and Ton 618 was from two YouTubers being, In a Nutshell, Kurzgesagt, and Science File the AI. So shout out to them, I guess. So I'm gonna say largest single body from Kurzgesagt. So yeah. Why do I want Ton 618? Well, first of all, there's never been a real, actual, like, Lego black hole. I've seen a couple mocks here and there, but there's no real, actual Lego black hole that I would love to see. The closest thing we actually have on it was from ideas, like, years ago, I don't remember. Gargantua from Interstellar. I'll try and edit a picture here. I got hair in my mouth. That's what I'm doing right now. But I'll try and edit a picture here. to make sure to show you guys what it could have been. Excuse me. Now there have only been five major, I think five. So there have been five major D2C or big style of space sets. Those being the original shuttle, like that original like space shuttle, I forgot what it's called. We have the shuttle Discovery back there. We have the lunar lander right there. The hold on, let me get the International Space Station right there, and then the Saturn V. Those are the five that I think I remember. I think there's one other one that it was the Women of NASA or something like that. I forgot. I think it was that. But those are like the big five or six if you include that one. So like the main six that are like the most recognizable. But the five that I mentioned are definitely the most recognizable. A lot of people value building experiences, so it would have a pretty interesting building experience. I would think. Because the techniques will be used. I'll explain techniques in a minute, but the techniques would be very interesting to how this would be accomplished. I think it would. I personally think it would sell well for people who are really into space or black holes, like myself, or just people might look at that and be like, "Hey, that's really cool." I'll get to price in a minute. But I think it could sell well with like people who would work at the Event Horizon Telescope or people who work at NASA. Because they're like, oh, that's like one of a space thing. I like that. I am so cringy. I am so sorry. Let me just scroll real quick. Yeah, here, I just wrote down here, it would make sense to be the largest light size because it's the largest single body in the universe. Also, one more thing that, I forgot to mention, what was I about to say? Oh, crap, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, there it is. There's never been, like, a celestial body made in a Lego form, not including the globe set, and I will be getting back to the globe set in just a few minutes. But there's not been a real celestial body like the solar system set. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Another space set coming for ideas would be the Tales or something about like little dioramas of space that's coming out in 2023. So that's another space set. Make that like 6 or 7. So yeah, but back to that. There has never been like a celestial body like 2 times I've seen ideas where it's been like a solar system style set. One was with the first one I really, really wanted, and unfortunately lost to Hocus Pocus. I wanted to be, it was like a full functioning solar system set, and I wanted it so bad, and I was so disappointed when Hocus Pocus won. And I was like, you could have chosen the solar system one as well as Hocus Pocus. So yeah. And then there's a second one where it was like just the sun, the earth, and the moon. So it was like the sun was in a bigger scale and like the earth and moon was in a smaller scale or the bigger scale than the other set because it was just those 3. And I don't know if that won or not, but I think it did lose. Again, I'll probably try and edit pictures here so y'all can see. Also, my hair is going insane right now. So yeah, so I'll be right back to set up for part 3. So I'm back. Part 3. What would these set actually look like? The details. You can't just mix that up and not explain what it could look like. So, before I get into this, I mentioned how the globe earlier, and I'm saying that a lot of building techniques would probably be similar or just like the globe, but on a bigger scale, essentially. Same thing with the Death Star that I forgot to put in my notes here. But it'll probably have like a same building technique as the plated side of the actual Death Star. So yeah. Let's get into this. What is the piece count would have 20,618 pieces. I want to incorporate 618 as much as I can. It would be $699.99, $700, because I originally was gonna make it like $500, but I was like, well, almost 21,000 pieces. I was like, well, that seems like a little that seems a little too cheap. So yeah, but $700 with over 20,000 pieces seems still pretty fair. I kicked you, by the way. Excuse me. What would be the set number? It would just have like I put XX 618, so it would always have like 618 as the set number. So yeah. And now it's time for the size. For ton itself, it would be 5'7", or one, excuse me, I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce things, because I'm trying to do both feet and meters. So it would be 5'7", or 1.75 meters in width/length. So the accretion disc is flat. I'll get back to that in a minute. Or it would be 2.8, or 0.87 meters in width/length. If the accretion disc is open, again, I'll get back to that in a minute. This is not including the stand. Or no, wait, hold on. Now it's not going to include the stand. Hold on. 3.2 feet or 1 meter in height with the accretion disc flat, and the stand will not be included. Also, by the way, fair warning, the stand, the black hole would be like this with the stand, and then the stand would be like the disc, once flat, will be like overlapping the stand essentially. So it's not gonna be like, oh, the disc, and then the stand. No, that'd be taller than me. I'm already like 5'8", 5'9", so that'd be pretty tall. With the accretion disc open, stand not included, it'd be 5.5 feet or 1.6 meters in height. And then the stand is 3.5 feet or 1.06 meters in height. And then it'd be 2.5 feet and 0.7 meters in length plus width, because it'd be a circle. Also, so yeah, that's really tall, but of course the disc is not going to be. A lot of it is going to be in the hole itself, so it's not gonna be that high up. It's gonna be about like my leg. You can't see it, but it'll be about like, say your leg. It'd be like up to here with your leg. Yes, I am wearing Christmas pajamas. So yeah, that's how high it would be. I hope that kind of clears it. It really doesn't though. Anyways, let me just go here. We're starting off with the stand / the plaque. I have this plaque right here as a reference. So the plaque would be looking like you see as plaques like this. The name would be on the top. It would say ton 618 right here. Like where NASA is, it would say ton 618. And then right here where it says like space shuttle, it would have ton, hold on, I have the full name right here, I just have to figure out how to pronounce it, excuse me. It would say Tonenzintla 618 right here. And then the actual stand itself, also, by the way, it would have information like all like this, like your usual D2C stand. It would have a base. It would have a bit of a hold on. It would have a really wide it would be like this big, about this big. I don't really know if that's like helpful at all, but it would be like very thick. It'd be like that thick, because it would have to hold this thing out. So yeah, it's just gonna be a bigger, thicker version of the globe stand. It will be 2.5 inches thick, or 6.35 centimeters thick. The actual like Technic mechanism that would hold ton up would be a 3x3 Technic rod pole, in the center, as well as a 4X patterned Technic rod surrounding it. So it would, so yes, this is going to be in a future video, but it would have like this. So it would have like a nine of these in like a 3x3 pattern, and then these would be like an X pattern, so something like this. This guy will be in a different video though. The bottom of the stand would also have a bunch of tires to hold it, so it'll be like kind of, the rubber will be like holding it down so it doesn't like wobble too easy. Now it's time for Ton 618 itself. So Ton, of course, will be fixed to the stand with hard techniques and a true endurance run of a build with Technic to make sure it would never fall or break off. This would probably be the most intense Technic ever made. So if this ever were to exist, make sure Tiago doesn't get it, because he will not have a fun time building this. So yeah, it would have some pretty complex things with like probably some new pieces, like maybe impossible, unbreakable building techniques, maybe with rubber bands and stuff like that, because this thing, it would be pretty heavy. The event horizon, or if you're more of just a casual person, the blackness of the whole would be a more extreme version of the globe sphere or of the Death Star. So it would have like the plates that like surround like a circle. But one side would be slit open for the accretion disk. So yeah. I'll get back to that in a minute. Or actually right now. Let me see. The accretion disk would be connected on one side with extreme techniques to make sure it won't be fell out. Yes. So essentially, one side of the accretion disk will be openable, and the other side, or hold on, one side will be openable but not attached with anything, or actually, excuse me, I'm gonna cut this all out. So essentially what's going to happen is one side of the hole is going to be openable and only attached with like a couple Technic pins, like with like a rod, like on the Titanic set where you can remove the sections. It's going to have like the same style of thing where it would have like the two big rods that go into the hole so it doesn't sag as much. But it would be so like not, it would still be kind of weak, but you can pull that out and open it, so it would have like, when you're looking at a black hole in another direction, the light bends around it and like goes in like a pattern like this, if you can imagine that. But also there'll be one on the bottom too. But also, since one side would be openable with not as much Technic in it, the other side would have to be really like tough. So it would have like incredible techniques that, like, if you hate Technic, you would not like to build this set. So yeah, excuse me. Also, one more thing, the top would also have a slit where you can put the same like thing that like holds the other side of the accretion disk open, where you can put it in there as well, and it would keep it from like if it ever shifts, it won't just like fall back down. Now it's time for the extras part. So usually on a stand it would have like an extra like platform area. This would have one or two things. It would have a small ball that represents the solar system with printing, and also maybe it would have like a little glowy inbit, like as like the sun inbit. What? It would have like a stud in there or something to represent the sun. It would also include like one of these little pieces to represent Stevenson 218, the largest star in the universe so far. It'll probably have like printing and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, oh, by the way, the stand will be connected to the plaque, or vice versa. You know what I mean. Promos. One bought the actual set. The set would itself come with a small, or a bit of a small scale Event Horizon telescope. A figure that would come with it could be either John Michael, Michael McKell, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and or Shepard S. Doelman. I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. Just feel free to scream at me in the comments. John Michel first conceived the idea of black holes. Basically, he theorized it, so it would make kind of sense. Or he can come as a separate promo. Or both of these guys could come with a separate promo. Shepard Dolman would probably be most likely because he founded the Event Horizon Telescope, so he would probably be included, and not John McKell. He would probably be his own promo, maybe. And then if you spend $50 or more on space-related, Star Wars included, items, you would receive a little portrait of either M87 or Sagittarius A. It would be like a Creator 2-in-1 where it would come with all the pieces to make one or the other. So I think that'd be pretty fun. And then if you spent 100 or more on a space-related Star Wars included items, you would receive a small-scale quasi-star promo, because a lot of theorists saying that quasi-stars started the largest black holes. Because a little education here. Quasi-stars used to exist in the universe, well, were theorized to exist in the early universe. And since they were so large, they had a black hole in the center of them, and it would have like a balance that would keep the star stable, and the black hole would just eat the star from the inside out, and it would just become huge. So yeah, hold on, let me go down. Oh, all right. This is basically the end of the video. Two more video ideas, or two more videos coming soon. First one is related to this little guy. You can probably see him. It is my Lego Ideas idea. And then the one I'm very excited for is why I think minifigures are overrated. So yeah, that one's been a little overdue. So yeah. So yeah. I guess this is it. Now this is going to be a absolute pain to edit because I have no idea how to edit. But I will be getting better. This will probably not as cringy as it was to film. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Oh, by the way, subscribe for more Lego related stuff or stuff like this, or if you want more cringy stuff, you're at the right channel. So yeah, now it's about it. See ya. Bye.